Hello and welcome back to tonight's video. Tonight I'm going to be converting the Outriders from the Indomitus Box set or any of the new starter sets for Warhammer 40,000 9th edition. Outrider squads rove in advance of the main Space Marine lines, guarding the flanks of larger formations or hunting down enemy infiltrators. When battle is joined, they conduct lightning-fast hit-and-run attacks on defended positions and run down those who try and escape the vengeance of the chapter. And the thing that really struck me about that was these guys are really not loaded up for long-ranged reconnaissance type missions. They've got absolutely no kit in them outside kind of pistol pack and their weaponry. So I've already built a couple. I'm just playing with a kit this afternoon. I've got one more to do, so I'm going to show you him tonight. So I've just pulled out bits from various kits. So we've got the Raven Wing attack bike bits, we've got the Imperial Guard, just a load of ammo pouches. I've pulled from various figures, a bit from Adaptus Mechanicus. I think that's another AdMech backpack. So the last model I have left to do is obviously the Sergeant. Now I'm not really going to do much with the model itself. If you are not doing, these are going to be for my Blood Ravens force, so keep the guys themselves relatively simple. If you obviously want to make them more unique for your chapter, I've got a bunch of videos already on converting figures for a number of chapters, so you want to check those out. There'll be a link at the end of this video for them. I have a small bunch of bits for this one. It's only 4 or 5 pieces I'm putting on him. We've got another pack from Raven Wing kit. We've got this, which I believe comes from a Space Marine Infiltrator kit. We've got a searchlight from some sort of Imperial vehicle. Got a pack from the Genesteel Cult. So first job, of course, is build your Outrider. I built this one straight out of the box, no modifications whatsoever. The first piece we're going to add is this pack. Now, I want to leave these top bits on. I'll do a bit of green stuff just to mould them into the bike a little bit to make it look like it's being held on. But on the back of it, it's not quite flat. They're made to fit the Raven Wing bike squad, and there's obviously just attach on various places. So you just need to take a knife very carefully and just level off the back of these bits. So I've cleaned the top of this up now, got rid of the Raven Wing symbol. The back is nice and level. So we'll just stick this on the side of the bike, as essentially as you can on the side there. So we're going to take this backpack here. I am just going to cut across here and take that top bit off. So I'll clean this piece up. I've kind of carved some straps into the bottom of it. Maybe you'll see them. And I've just cleaned up the back of it so it's nice and flat as well. And we'll stick that on as well, just up there like that. Next up, we're going to fit in with a searchlight. No conversion work here, we're just going to drop that on the top there. I think we'll put it quite far forwards, like that. Finally this piece, so this is obviously supposed to fit on an infiltrator normally, and it's cut out for fitting into a slot in the backpack, and I haven't got the backpack for it, used it somewhere else. So I'm going to have to try and trim across this and just level it off. So we've separated that from the main bit of the backpack, and I've trimmed this as thin as I can make it. It's going to sit on his backpack up here, so we just need to take these 2 pieces off. A little bit of glue across there and drop this onto his pack. And we'll stick the dish on as well, just like that. There we are. Finally, obviously, if you watch any of my videos, you'll know I'm a huge fan of sticking purity seals everywhere I can. So we'll drop some extra ones on here. And with a little bit of green stuffing to do, so I'll go mix some green stuff up and just talk you through that. Okay then, we've got a bit of green stuff rolled up here. I've got actually 2 blobs of it. Larger blob of it, which is going to become our bedroll, or pack, or camo cloak, or whatever it might be. And I've got a smaller piece just left over, which can be used for the strapping. So first job first is make a bit of a roll out of it. You can just run it between your fingers. Something tube shaped. We're just going to drop that on the back of the bike in broadly the position we want it in. Now it's cloth, so it wants to kind of hang over slightly. I'm going to take a sculpting tool. I use a 2-ended sculpting tool. I've had it for years and years and years. No idea who the manufacturer is. I'm just going to flatten off these ends very slightly. Next job is to score a line across it. And then essentially we're just going to draw a spiral in very gently in the side here. Now obviously this needs to be held on by something. It can't just float on the back of the bike like that. So I'm going to draw 2 lines in it. I'm just going to do it at the back of the tool for now. And this is where the straps are going to be holding it onto the bike somehow. Next, we're going to make some fold lines in it, just to show that this is tighter. Next, we need to add a couple of straps over the top of these, just to make them look a bit more realistic. And I'm just going to use a rubber-ended clay shaper tool as well, and this will help just smooth these out a little bit and remove any of the tool marks I made earlier. Next, get your second little bit of green stuff and roll it out into a fairly thin strap, like that. And we'll have 2 of these, and we also want to get 2 little buckles off this. Just get each of these and lay it over where you marked the line earlier. All around, just tuck them in. You just need to square up these a little bit, run the tool over the top of it, keep it nice and wet. So I'm going to take a tiny little bit of this leftover green stuff, only a little bit, make it into a ball. I'm going to drop it on, something nice and visible, like that. Again, just square it off to make it look like some sort of buckle. There we go, that's broadly the shape we want. So I'll finish off the other one, we'll leave it to dry, and then we'll finish off this model. And there we have it. After a little bit of nudging around and evening up of the buckles, they're broadly the same size and both roughly squarish. What I'll do is give this a little time to dry and probably square them up a second time once the green stuff is a little firmer. Other areas you might want to tackle the green stuff are along this join line. You can see a little bit there, there's a bit of a gap. It's, for the Outriders, I found on all 3 of mine, it just doesn't join particularly neatly, and even with a lot of scraping you can still see the seam line there. And then after that I'm just going to drill out the bolter barrels and the exhaust pipes. So if you want to see what these guys look like painted, hold on a second, there's a video coming right up now. And thanks for joining us here at the Clock Dice. Why not like this video and add a comment below? It really helps boost the channel. And while you're at it, if you click on the icon below, you can subscribe to the channel for all the latest updates as soon as they're live. Why not check out some of our other videos and playlists? You can click on the ones on screen right now. Take care, and we'll see you next time.